Very good day today, guys. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining and warm welcome to all the participants today who joined for the free Windows 2019 Server Administrator session day one. My name is Neel and I am the founder of Neel Technologies. Today, I have scheduled to deliver the training for you all guys to know what exactly Windows Server 2019 and uh, the basically everyone should know that is in how we need to upskills ourselves to get a job with a good packages, right? So basically, it's my hobby to take a training, and also I'm working with a industrial expert. Let me share my screen, and we can have a quick introductory about myself, and we'll talk about. Hope everyone can see my screen. So mine, as I told you, myself is Neel. I'm a freelancer trainer and a Microsoft certified person and founder of Neel Technologies. So this is my website. You can go through and you can refer that is in much more detail on this. About my experience, I have a 12 years of experience in IT industry. I worked on Windows Active Directory, VMware, SCCM, PowerShell, and cloud technologies. And I also worked on IBM, Wipro Technologies, Microland as a Windows Server architecture. And I'm a certified person, MCSA certified Windows 2003 and 2012 server. Started journey Windows 2003 server and AZ104 Azure administrator, Azure Associate Administrator, and Google Cloud Professional. All right. So I once again welcoming all to you. So who are shown interested to join today's session. So what we are going to talk about today, right? Let me just have a small notepad presentation. Hope everyone can see my screen, right? Yeah, let me stop that. Then it would be good for. Give me 1 minute. Let me stop that sound where it is coming here. To share again, right? So the first we will talk about before jump into the directly on a topic what we are going to talk about. So you should know this is Windows Server. It's a one of the tremendous and required technologies for more uh, job requirement, right? This is the most important. So maybe in this session, a couple of people are joined as a desktop support. Some people are experienced. Some people are in a middle level who are having that is in 2 or 3 years of experience or 5 years of experience. So basically that this session agenda, this free demonstration or free session goal is people should know, because maximum people are paying the money and wasting the money for without knowing, and directly they are registering a couple of courses, right? But they are not getting the what they have expected. Basically you guys are needed. The first point is industry related training, right? And the second one is you need to get the detailed information about interview preparation, right? And the third one is that the exact goal is you need to get a job. The goal is you need to get a job with a good package, right? So to reach this goal, what we need to do? The first plan is we need to understand that based on our experience, who are working on a desktop or level 1 support or level 2 support, ultimately if we are stable or we are working in a comfort zone in a longer period in the same company, we have to change the job and get good package. So it's ultimately goal, right? So what we need to do, we need to understand that is in what I need to be perform once I get a job, or how do I prepare interview to know the clear concept. Because you might have know already, everyone know that is in when you go to the YouTube, right? Or you know that is in a recorded session available for many of uh, you can say Udemy, right? Udemy, all are the freelancer, the the recorded or free or paid, right? Free or paid ready-made material will be available. But why should come to us? Why should choose the Neel Technologies? So what benefit you are getting? As I said, it is this goal is not for the only learning. Everyone can learn it, right? The after completion of this training, you should get a confident. Yes, I have a skill on this technology, and I am going to prepare profile and update my profile in a job portal, right? And I need to start. I need to start. Need to start interview preparation, right? Then jump into start giving interview, right? Then you have to get a job. So the goal is like that. Then you need to perform the activity, perform the day-to-day activity without any fear. So maximum people have this confusion. The roadmap is not clear. Then it is very difficult to start your career. It's very difficult to understand that is in what I'm going to do, what I'm doing here, and how do I know that is in I need to get a good package, to what are the preparations I have to be done. So guys, trust me, in my last 12 years of experience, as I told you, I have done the same journey. It means I worked on very basic hardware and networking engineer, right? And then I keep learning. I have not stopped learning. This is a major important. This is a key of success in everyone in IT industry. You have to keep learning. It means upskills yourself. Do not stop upskills yourself. If you upskills yourself, then people will be overrated. It means they will be override. Override means they will be overtake it. Because if we are not upskills and if we are not upgrade ourselves, the the backend who are there, they will be overtake us. So you want to be survive in this life in IT industry, we have to upskills ourselves always, and to learn latest technologies. If you not learn the latest technology what is going on, then we will be outdated. Very soon is going to outdated. So the key of learning here, the first point is you need to learn from the who are already working in uh, desktop support, uh, or 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience, right? So the people will be know that is in you have to start your career. So this is just for the introductory. I'm going to give you to maximum people has confusion how to start and what to do, because only learning directly learning is no point. So you have to plan accordingly. The plan is most important. Then you need to take a training for the industry related persons, and you need to understand the concept, get prepared it, get study it, do the lab, right? Then you will get a confident. Then later you can start preparations of interview, preparation of the profile, update. Then that journey and that confidence will be built you to start your career. So every time whenever I start this session, right, I would give you this 5 minute update to everyone. You have to plan accordingly, right? So what we are going to talk about in our journey, and when I say day one, right, so we will be going to talk about our Windows Server infrastructure level. You know, when we say infrastructure means maximum people are knowing that is in basically why server we need it, right? And what are the server families are there, what are the server operating system families are there. Most of the people are knowing already, but some of people are joined in this session desktop related, they want us to start their career in a server administrator. Just I'll give you little hint or little the background of that. You might know that isn't there are two operating system, right? The one is client operating system, second one is server operating system. So client operating system, what are those? The client operating systems are, we can say, end user operating system, where you can say Windows 7, it's already been stopped supported from Microsoft. You can say Windows 8, this is also stopped supporting from Microsoft. Windows 10, it is going to be stopped now, and already Microsoft has released many build uh, versions of this operating system. Then the latest client operating system is Windows 11 operating system, right? So these operating systems are end user. So when you are working in a desktop related or network engineer, right, you will be handling for as a desktop support engineer. But when you come to the design server operating system, again same as operating system family. In server operating system, you can say it started for, I will not go to the much deeper in a previous operating system, start from the Windows 2003, right? Later Windows 2008, then Windows 2008 R2, Windows 2000, Windows 2012, Windows 2012 R2, right? Then Windows 2016, you have that is in Windows 2019 operating system. So these operating system same whenever you are using for end user operating system for the all the employees are using, right? These are the client operating system we called as a, but the server operating system we are using always for where, which is infrastructure side, right? Infrastructure side. So what do you mean by infrastructure side? Why I should learn? And after completion of this training or after knowing the server operating system, what should be the my job role? You might have know already who are working at desktop support. You should be have a day-to-day basic networking related issues, right? And basic internet related issues and some Outlook related issues. This is all end users you are going to take remotely at that machine, or you need to go to that his place and you need to fix it. But when you talk about the server infrastructure, when I say infrastructure side, so it's completely business, you know, business, a stand on these operating system. So you can see the infrastructure means every business, whoever manufacturing or service based company, backend, they will be managing their operating system or their product or their business by using these are all server operating system. So we should know how I need to manage it. So why we call as infrastructure server? You know that when I say infrastructure, you have around 100 employee, right? You have around, example I'm talking about 100 employee, or you can say 1000 employee, or you can say 20,000 employee, or you can say 1 lakh employee. Can you manage for all these employee or all these, because everyone you are giving that is in a laptop, everyone you are giving the laptop and with the one client operating system, right? But ultimately we need to centralized administration, right? We need to make centralized administration, and it's a more secure manner we need to manage it. But how do I manage it? We don't have that server infrastructure, but only that is in client operating system, we can't manage it. So Microsoft has introduced, yes, this kind of challenges. We need to have a server operating system. When I say the centralized administration or secure manner, right? Any database related or application related, right? Storage related, or you can say backup related, many things, right? So these are all you want to manage. You must have a server operating system. So when you see the centralized administration, you must require, there is a component called as a active directory, right? So without active directory, you will not be able to manage, or you will not be able to centralized administrator, or you will not be able to manage securely, and none of the business will not able to run their company without active directory. And also you observed, I have seen that is in many of the operating system competitor has developed their own companies or one product. Like you can talk about Linux operating system, right? From the where Microsoft has says that is in Microsoft has their own operating system, Mac has own operating system, Linux has own operating system. Operating system they have developed many of the third party vendor and competitor, but as of now I have not seen who has developed a competitor of the Microsoft for the Active Directory product. You can use any technologies, but to centralized administration, to manage securely, you must learn in-depth Active Directory part is the most important to learn. Everyone who are going to start your career on server administrator, or who are already part of in this journey, to learn some more deeply, and you can learn from this in this day one session. So Active Directory means what? So what do you mean by Active Directory? How I need to know that one, right? How I need to start my journey? So you need to understand some couple of component in an Active Directory component, and those components are, you should understand that is in the logical boundary of, right? The one is called as a forest. Second, you need to understand the domain, and third one is you need to understand for the sites. Fourth, you need to understand for the domain controller. Don't jump into the directly start into, or you can learn into that is in theoretical part, right? You should logically, you need to understand these four component, and also the one more important called as the replications. Remember, this is a logical structure in every company. So I'm making you very easy to understand. If you go to the how I need to know that is in the design, the structure, it will be like that. The infrastructure they will be built based on your business and number of users, number of computer, and how your infrastructure is decided. Maybe you might have a single, when you talk about infra side, your infrastructure would be, it's a single forest and single domain, and maybe you have only two domain controller and one site. It's a small scale industry. It should be like that. If you see the design or architecture level and infrastructure level, the one kind of infrastructure like that, which is my forest, and this is my one domain, right? And I have one site, I have 2 domain controller. That's all. You can manage for around 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 employee in this scenario. But your company is a little grower, little bigger than the small scale industry. It may be your infrastructure would be again single forest. You need to understand that is in what is your infrastructure, right? How big your infrastructure? You can manage like that. Again, that is in little more bigger than small scale industry. You have same structure, single forest, single domain, but you have a multiple sites and multiple domain controller. That's what I said. You should understand that the terminology of Active Directory, the component of Active Directory, what is forest, what is domain. Now you can see this is called the boundary we call as a forest. And this is we called as a domain. And this is we called as a site. And this is called as a domain controller. So the component you should understand that. So how it is my infrastructure is be designed, right? This is a small scale industry looks like that. And then in that respective location might be you have a file server, you might be have a backup, you have a storage, right? And many other application server database you can manage it. Let's understand that is and how it's going to be designed your infrastructure site. So I will be allowing for last 10 minutes for the questionnaire. If you have any question and answer, we will be plan accordingly, right? Now this is another scenario or another infrastructure, which is again, it's a single forest, single domain, single site, 2 DCs. And in this scenario, you can see in this scenario has one forest, one domain, 2 site, and 3 domain controller. Because you can see the site A and B. And in this site, you might have around 10,000 employee. And in this site, you have around 5,000 employee. And you are giving their computer, end user computer users, all are logging their computer with the day-to-day operations. And you put into in this site or in this respective location or site, you have a file server backup, all your managing and authentication happening and working fine. And this infrastructure you need to manage with again, which is medium scale industry, you can say, which having for that is in a 3 domain controller and a 2 site around 15,000 employee. If you go to the little bigger picture, enterprise level, there is another infrastructure like single forest. Now you have that is in a multiple domain and multiple site. These are the you can talk about, you can say like that, enterprise level or very bigger picture, right? You should first understand, you should be make clear yourself what is my infrastructure. Who are part of the Windows server and interview, the question will ask what is your infrastructure, how many member servers are there, how many domain controllers are there, how many sites are there, how many forests are there. The first question will ask interview. When I was taking interview as a my part of previous project, I will ask this first question. People will talk about blah. I'm working, having all 3 years of experience, 5 years of experience, 10 years of experience. I'm working and all these things. Okay, fine. So what infrastructure you are supporting? Some people might answer. Some people, they never seen that is in complete infrastructure. They will just do the day-to-day operations or kind of troubleshooting. Whatever the tickets are coming, they'll fix it. But we need to understand that is in how big our infrastructure. Now you can see in this scenario, we have how much? The single forest. It's a, you can say that is in multiple domain. I can say these are 3 domains, right? 3 domain. And how many sites are there? You need to understand that is in whenever we talk about, whenever we design, right? Each domain you have the separate operations. Each domain you have a separate operations. Whatever you are going to do in this domain, it is not going to be impact in another domain. You have to handle it. Like whatever you want to find, that is in a updating group policy, right? Creating a users, creating a OUs, all are is a part of in that respective domain. It will not bother about, or it will not getting impacted, or it is not required to know this, but it is going to internally replicate it. But the whatever operations point of view, you need to understand that is in this is a logically they have boundary to bound or part of the respective domain. Whatever you're going to create any object like users, OU, group policies, all are defined in a respective domain. So I have in this scenario multi-domain, single forest, and multi-site environment, right? Multi-site environment. So ultimately we understood, hey, this domain, there are multiple sites are there. Again, in this scenario, if you talk about 5,000 employee in this site, 5,000 employee in this site, 6,000 employee in this site, 7,000 employee. So all overall can be managed single person. After completion of this training, you will be handled single person. But we should know thoroughly how I need to be managed it. Again, this domain is a boundary. Again, this domain is a boundary. Across worldwide, you have a branches. Worldwide, you have branches. Worldwide, you have a servers. Worldwide, you have a domain controller. Worldwide, you have all your business, and you need to manage accordingly when you know that is in completely infrastructure design. And another infrastructure, little bigger, it's a high level. You can also manage, which is a multi-forest environment. Is there? Till now, whatever you're going to talk about is a single forest, single domain, 2 domain controller, one site is a single forest, single domain, multiple site, and here single forest, multiple domain, multiple site, multiple domain controller. But this is here a multiple forest. So when you learn here, and we will all design or all scenario we are going to talk about in our upcoming classes. Remember, so we will do the lab completely in this design. First, what we are going to do, we will going to talk about infrastructure. We need to build a design. We need to build our infrastructure first. Then we will talk about the operations. Then we'll talk about the troubleshooting. So ultimately, the end of goal is the course is completed, right? So you will be getting a complete information, complete skill. Yes, you should feel I worked on this environment. You should feel I worked on this environment. And while giving an interview, you should bring the complete lab in your mind in front of you, and imagine it that lab, and you can answer it. And some people doesn't have actually doesn't have that real scenario experience, but how do they tackle it interview? How do they crack the interview? The maximum people are failed here. Yeah, I wanted to upgrade myself to server administrator related, but I don't have experience. So this training will help you to 100% to get a job in a server administrator by completing this kind of design and implementation. And when you learn these 3 steps, you will have a lot of confidence. Now you can see this is a bigger infrastructure. If you go for across worldwide, I don't see that is in you have a more than this a bigger infrastructure, because you are using for the multiple forest, you are going to use a multiple domain, multiple site, all aspect, whatever you have that is in infrastructure, you are going to managing. If you know the one domain, then you understand that is in what are the component I need to know that. So it will be easy to understand for you. All the component, all the process, all the detail can be managed confidently and a single person. Now this is a scenario is a very, very high bigger picture, right? High bigger picture. So this infrastructure, multiple forest, multiple domain, and internally multiple sites you have. So if the interview questions ask how big your infrastructure, and you can directly tell, yes, I am using for the multiple forest, multiple domain, multiple sites infrastructure. Now tell me how many domain controls are there across globe. You can say the question will ask how many forests are there, how many domains are there, how many DCs are there, how many sites are there, all the last question. And how many member servers are there, right? How many member servers are there, everything you should define and you should understand that is in. So whatever the object you created, all are in part of active directory. Without active directory, none of the object, none of the object means either you can say member server, or either you can say any application server, file server, storage server, database server, whatever the infrastructure side you are going to create, those are all part of must be in active directory. In that active directory means he should be somewhere, they should be in somewhere on that particular site, on that particular OU. Those components should be available. We should understand that is in where are those and how I need to be, how I should be handle it. This is you need to be managed properly. So I have prepared a small presentation to explain you that is in how we need to start the journey. Just I'm quickly going through this, and if you have any question, I will open forum for you to ask question, and you can just chat it, or you can also later ping me in over the WhatsApp. Any questions we can talk about. This session has been scheduled for the 1 hour 15 minutes. I will take completely 1 hour. Then next 10 minutes I will take a question and answers. Right? So you can see that what we are going to talk about. Now these are the topic I just updated for the day one. Windows System Administrator roles and responsibilities. Introduced Windows Server 2008, 2012, 2016, 2019, and operating system fundamental and server roles. You should understand, uh, guys, one important point, my experience, don't go with it theoretically. I know you already know the things when when you go to the YouTube, when you go to the any freelancer or any of the paid recorded session, you will get it. But why you need to choose Neel Technologies? I'm sure I'll tell you after completion of this training, you will get 100% a practical oriented and industry related training and use cases based troubleshooting based training. You will get it. And maximum people who trained from my side, and everyone already they have placed. You can go through our website, you can go through our review who are already completed the training. They have updated. You are in the next journey, or you are in the next uh, your chance is next, right? Let's talk about here. This is our journey of the operating system family. As I said, it's overall the when this operating systems has been released and what operating systems we are handling. These are all you can see this one. And there are history of operating system updated in the link. I will share you the later this presentation uh, after the class completed over the Google Drive link. I will share you, right? From the started journey 1993, and it is still going on. After 2016, it is started for 2016, and 2020 and 2022, it's already one more operating system has been released after 2019, right? We should also know that is in what is the family of operating system when they have started, and also most important, we should know when the Microsoft has stopped supported. Is the most important. We all administrator must know when they are going to stop supporting and which operating system is will be going to be stop, right? Just I'm started taking for that is Windows 2008 operating system for the previous one. It's already been stop supported, but we should know that is in when they ask question in interview. Windows 2008 is introduced on February 27, 2008, and 2008 R2 also introduced on October 22, 2009. And we have already stopped this Microsoft stop supported on January 2020, right? Let's not to speak about on this more, but we can talk about 2012. Now the most important, guys, 2012 is going to stop in the next year, and it has been started 2012, and 2012 R2 introduced on October 17, 2013, and it's a mainstream support, and it's supposed to be ended for 2019, and extended supports is given by Microsoft is a 2023. And what is newly implemented in 2012 compared to 2003 to 2008? So they have introduced PowerShell, PowerShell version 4, which is supports desired state configuration. And one more important, who are willing to become a server administrator or a cloud administrator, you must learn PowerShell as well, which is automation part. We'll talk about that in about PowerShell, how the important to learn the PowerShell. And introduce the data deduplication, introduce the mobile device management registration. So these are all a newly implemented 2012 operating system. And based on the 2012 operating system, Microsoft has keep upgrading, keep up, implementing the new technologies based on this platform. Introduce the software inventory logging, and also they have introduced from the cloud integrated operating system, right? Remember, now whatever upcoming operating systems are there, they're more on into the features on the cloud related and automation related. So when you go and talk about the 2016 operating system is introduced on 2016, mainstream support ends on 2022, and we should know it's going to end on 2027. So again, comparatively previous operating system 2008 and 12, what is implemented newly is a new feature and changes in the virtualization area. As I told you, cloud infrastructure, right? It is completely coming from the virtualization. So virtualization area includes virtualization product and features for the IT professional, design, deploy, and maintain the Windows server. They made very easy method for the administrator perspective. So they have implemented Hyper-V, and additional Hyper-V has already been implemented in 2008, and additional features has been started implemented in Hyper-V, which is features available on virtual machines by upgrading the configurations version. Introduce an nano server, many new changes in Active Directory. I have provided the link on the portal. You can go through later for in this. Most important is the 2019, which we are going to talk about towards journey. Windows 2019 introduced on November 13, 2018, and mainstream support until January 2024, and is going to end on 2029. It's completely Windows Server 2019 is built on the strong foundation of Windows Server 2016 and brings numerous innovations on 4 key themes. So most important, they are divided in 4 key themes. One is hybrid cloud, security, application platform, and hyper converged infrastructure. This is the most important to learn you in updating our skills, how the 2019 is a perform. there is a 4 areas is going to perform. Hybrid cloud, as I told you, is a the complete upcoming operating systems are based on the cloud. Hybrid cloud is completely for on-premises and cloud infrastructure you need to manage. Security, they more concentrate on security. Application platform, there are many third-party applications are integrated with the Microsoft, and many patches has been released every month. The second Tuesday Microsoft release, and there is a lot of issues are there. Now they made for the separate application platform. And hyper converged, this is a virtualization platform, which is we are going to use a Hyper-V. Lot of technology has been, lot of innovations has been implemented in this 2019. Introduced a hybrid cloud, introduced and Windows Defender advanced threat protection is the most of the important for the security, which is we all using for the antivirus. And internally Microsoft own tool, own product has been developed, that is called as the advanced threat protection as part of the more security. It means you can also find that is on some hardware level. There is a hack, there is a machines are attacking for, right, in a operating system level, software level, data level, and they have started in a hardware level, but Microsoft has implemented, which is ATP, which is called as a advanced threat protection, right? It's a deep platform sensors and response actions, expose memory and kernel level attacks, and respond by suppressing the malicious files and terminating malicious process. The internal intelligence works in a hardware level. Microsoft has developed called as the ATP, advanced threat protection, and many changes, new changes, which is support Linux support and troubleshooting improvement in 2019. These are all journey we are going to talk about in upcoming classes, and there are link has been provided here. But most important, how do we do the lab, right? Everyone has a challenges for the lab. If the Microsoft server you are going to uh, there is a because we know that is in all how we need to learn it, right? But how do we do the practical ourselves? The most important practical we need to build, as I told you, right, in this scenario. Just quickly finish it. I'll tell you that is on how to start the lab. These are all little fundamental of the operating system, as I explained already for the client operating system and server operating system, right? And the characteristics of the operating system. And when we start building that is in our role, which is called a server role, we need to install that is in a role. It's a basic fundamental. This is a screenshot how we need to uh, manage our server, become an infrastructure side. You need to install the roles. There are default around 22 roles are there. Based on our requirement, we need to install that is in Active Directory domain services, DHCP server, DNS server, file server, storage, Hyper-V, right? These are the specific place are called as roles we need to install there. Role services and feature services. Every roles you have a features part where you can see the group policy is one of the feature part in Active Directory, right? DHCP, DNS, these are all part of the roles, and respective tools will install is a part of features, right? How to install the role. These are all we'll talk about this. The most important, how to do the lab. So everyone has a challenges for the lab, and whatever I explained you here, and we will do the completely lab in practically. That is around we need 7 to 8 machines we need it. So how do we do that? Because when you purchase this kind of 7 to 8 machines you need it, right? If you want to purchase a big server or big good configurations of the machine, it is very difficult to spend lakhs together of the this kind of configuration, right? If you say the 7 machines means to do the lab, at least either one machine you need to provide one machine you need to provide for uh, at least 2 CPU and 4 GB memory, or you can say 2 GB memory. It's a minimum requirement, right? So think about you want to do the 7 machines. How much CPU and how much memory you required? 2 GB is not recommended. At least you should require for the 4 GB memory. Think about 4 GB memory, 4 into 7, 28 GB you needed. 28 GB RAM you needed, and 2 CPU, 14 CPU required. But if you want to if you want to purchase this kind of and storage as well, which is a disk space, you minimum the per machines, if you want to provide the 50 GB of operating system, 7 into is at least you should require 350 GB hard disk space for the lab purpose. But this kind of configurations, physical machine or server or laptop you want to purchase is lakhs together price. But you don't worry about it. It will be going to teach you for the free session or a free uh, access level, which is a Google Cloud. You need to go to Google Cloud. You need to register of the Google Cloud. Let me show you for the part which I have built earlier class. Google Cloud Console. Who really want their career to change, who really are serious, and you follow my instruction, guys, I'm sure you will be very soon getting a job with a good package. Right now, you can see here, this is one of the, this is very simple. You need it. You required for only one Gmail account and one credit card. You already know that is in, there's a cloud technologies called as Azure, there is a AWS and GCP. Why I'm choosing GCP compared to these two people? He is a best platform for the learner. As I told you, you want to configure this kind of in Azure and AWS, it will be chargeable for you. GCP will also give the 3-month subscription free. 3 month he will give the subscription. Earlier it was 1 year, now they changed to the 3 month. But these people are giving you the only 1 month. And apart from that, he will give the 22 K in Indian rupees. There is a promo value. So within that you can use it. All the lab and everything will be free. But when you go to the AWS and Azure, it will be going to chargeable for you. And you can easy to accessible. So this kind of lab you can do it. This is a remote desktop tool I have installed, and you can manage it like that. Azure Lab, Windows Free Training, January 22 batch, and you can connect the server in your remote desktop tool, and you can connect it, and you can do all the lab how we have discussed here one by one. Right? Client machine, additional domain controller, Canada DC, all we are going to talk about, all we are going to do the practically how to configure multi-domain, what a type of the domain, everything we'll going to talk about very deeply. After completion of this training, you will feel yes, the whatever you paid the money and whatever that is in you have decided, it's a worth for it. So please take a decision, please think about yourself, and please go and learn. And I'm sure I'll give you that is 100% effort from my end to complete the lab. Right, as I told you, completely industry related training you will get it. You can see, you need to just go to that billing part in a Google Cloud, click the billing part here. Some people are might use for the cloud technologies, but it's very easy to manage it now. But ultimately you need to keep concentrate or keep eyes on that billing part. You should not allow for that chargeable. Right, my billing account I have deleted for the previous batch whatever I have created. Now you can see, now scroll down here, I have already used it, which is 22,461 rupees promo value, and there are remaining 2,200 rupees are there. It's completely free. You can see it's a free now. So when you click the credit details, right, it will help you to when it was created and when is going to be end. Now you can see it's already is going to expiring in 0 days. It's already, I think I have registered in a, you can see today is a 20th, exactly is a last December 19th I have registered, and after December 19th there's a 3 month is taken. Today is a March 20 is going to end today, and this many original value is given, and it's completely free, and I have completed 3 batches on this. It's completely free. While registration, it will take 2 rupees from your account, but later that's all. But you can completely end the course or completely end your lab, and also you can do the multiple time do the lab. Multiple time do the lab. It means you can, until you have a 22,000 promo value, you can use it like that, like how I did it. It's now I have around 2,200. Tomorrow, if you try to accessing this lab, and you will be going to chargeable for that. Stop it. And if you have one more credit card, and you can register it and use it. So every 3 months, at least 6 months, you have a time to do the complete lab. All aspect you can do the lab. So without doing the lab, without going to study, only taking a training, it won't help, right? All right, guys, this is today's session. I'm going to stop now. If you have any question, feel free to ask one by one. Let me open uh, for yourself. You can unmute yourself. You just raise a hand and I will unmute individually. Okay. You can raise your hand. Sunil Kumar, go ahead. You can ask your question, unmute yourself and go and ask. Can you able to unmute yourself?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Sunil Kumar.
Hi sir. सुनील, मैं सर अखिल सिस्टम में वर्क करता हूँ. हॉस्पिटल डोमेन है.
Very good. Okay.
एज अ .NET डेवलपर.
Yeah.
हम लोकल सर्वर को हम सर्वर खरीद के R2 2008 2000 ये, तो उनमें हम अपने एप्लीकेशन को होस्ट करके उसको रन कर रहे हैं.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Fine.
तो हमारा मैक्सिमम प्रॉब्लम क्या आता है सर, कि हमारा सर जब हमारे मैक्सिमम यूजर की रिक्वेस्ट आती है,
Sunil,
तो एप्लीकेशन.
Sunil, sorry to interrupting. If you could able to ask question in English, even I know you are talking Hindi, but I can able to understand, but other participants should understand what you're asking. Some people are joined from the other countries. They might not able to understand what you're asking. If you could able to manage in English.
ओके
Yeah.
ओके
You
ओके
you you you
जस्ट
you you, you just ask me
सेकंड.
that isn't you have any questions on this session, any related scenario based or your work related, you can talk to me personally over the WhatsApp or call. Sunil. Sunil, you getting my point? You understood? Sunil, you there? Sunil, do one thing, Sunil. You can just call me later after the session. We'll talk about. So any question in this session, what we talked about? Yes, guys, today 2 days I'm taking a training for you to understand who I am and how we are delivering the training. And you guys are really interested to complete the training for full-fledged. So as I said, let me share my screen again. So we will be going to talk about the complete. Yes, but you can do the free AWS, but you will be, if it's not able to charge, then you can go ahead, step in. Right? So I was talking about this my website here. You want to see that is in course content, what we are going to talk about, who want to register, and I'm taking very minimal fees, right? And I am with you guys only to helping you, because I'm spending a time and explaining you for the all real scenario. I'm just charging for the little for that. And if you're really interested, you can talk to me personally. We will talk about. And this is a course I have uploaded here, what we are going to talk about. And you can download it. You can download it. You can see that what are the content we are going to discuss. Right? Completely the server administrator and end-to-end lab. As I told you here, server GCP in 2016. This is 2016, but 2019 also we'll talk about. These are all topic. You can take download later part. Right. So please raise your hand. I will unmute yourself. I will enable you for okay, go ahead, Jamali. Unmute yourself and speak. Yeah, Jamali, go ahead.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I thank you very much. It is very clear until now, your explanation and about the. I am asking about fees. Should I pay any fees about this course or to attend or to do labs, anything like that?
Yes, Jamali. Today and tomorrow, I'm going to take a free session for understanding, because maximum people are asking the directly fees to register it, and once you registered, when you paid, then after attending the training, you feel, hey, this is no worth for me and he's not explaining properly, but I don't want to give that chance. You just know who we are, how our explanatory, how is it we are fulfilling your requirement. If you're happy, then you can go ahead register. The fees is very minimal. You can just ping me in a separate chat, we'll talk about. I'm going to charge for the 14K everyone, which is Indian rupees 14K. So I can make you guys for some little discount as well. You can talk to me later part. Yeah, thank you, Jamali.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Yeah, anybody has any question? Please raise your hand. Who has question? Feel free to ask question, guys. Guru Prasad, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Go
Hello.
ahead. Go ahead.
Very good afternoon, sir. Sir, my question is, after this session, can we get any certificate from your end and have any job placement or have any support to job build our resumes?
Good question, Guru Prasad. See, you will be going to everyone who complete the training, you will be getting for the course completion certificate like that.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, you will be getting this certificate where we are going to send a certificate to everyone. The first part. Right, we also do take for the PowerShell as well, Azure as well. Myself, I'm going to take for the this is the certification, you will get it, course completion certificate.
Okay.
And job assistance, we do provide a job assistant, not for the job placement. As I told you, that is in placement, it's not work for us, because ultimately when you have a knowledge, you can get a job. But we will help them to here is a requirement, you need to send your profile. But we will help the profile who are attended training, we will help them to updating profile, and the content has to be put into that relevant, the content has to be put, and it will make you confident. That will help you, Guru Prasad.
Okay, sir. Okay. And one more thing, sir. Uh, what about the timing, sir? Because we are almost all guys who are trying to attending or joining these sessions, they are most job holders.
Correct. So this training will be weekend only, Saturday, Sunday, not for the weekdays. And probably we will put into the evening time, because maximum people participants are from out of country, which is other countries as well. So we will help them as well to for keep in the evening time. Probably it will be evening time, but we will fix it. We will look into that. More participants are what they're demanding. We will accordingly plan it. Every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we have a 3 hours, and it will be 36 hours course duration. Guru Prasad.
Okay, fine, sir.
Good. Fantastic. Thank you, Guru Prasad. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody has any questions? Yeah. Who is that guest? I can't make you unmute. I don't know who is the guest. Okay. Jamali, still you have a question? You are raising hand?
No, I'm not raising. No, I'm not raising. It is
okay. I think I'll make you lower hand. Right, that's fine. Okay. Who is that next one? Rakesh, go ahead. Go ahead, Rakesh. Rakesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, just I think you have unmuted me.
Yes, yes.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, Rakesh. Go ahead. Thank you. How about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much, sir.
Good.
Have you discussed about the fees structure on this full course?
Yes, Rakesh.
With respect to okay.
Yeah.
And what is my second question? Still, I'm actually my work shift is like Saturday, Sunday as well. We are working. So, is there any benefit? You started from Saturday and Sunday, the both days. Even I'm working on those days. It's not possible to attend this course. So,
But
is it possible to postpone like rest of the other candidate?
Rakesh, here this is a little challenge. This kind of situation. I think
Yeah.
we need to work on it. But what is the plan here? We will be going to start the fresh batch coming Saturday, probably evening time. But you let me know if same situation, a couple of students are there, then what we can do. We'll form a batch for the other timing.
Yeah, because still this daylight saving has started and
Correct,
my
correct.
shift is started around 7:30 in the IST time.
Understood, understood.
So
We will plan it,
yeah,
Rakesh. You can just ping me in a separate chat. We will talk about.
no problem. Thank you so much.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rakesh. Anybody? Another 2 minutes you have, guys. Go ahead. Ask technically if you need anything. Ask for the career aspect. You ask how good we are, right? And because why I'm telling you this kind of session or this kind of open forum, no one will give you. This is your forum. Before you are going to get registration, you should ask all the questions, interact with me, get clear doubts, and learn, upskill yourself. And yeah, this whatever your investment, I'll tell you that this is completely worth for it, and you will get a job 100% with a good package. All right. If you don't have any question, can we wind up? So tomorrow again, one more free session in the same time. Whoever free, please join it. And I will recording this session. I will share you the later part. Who are not able to join, then you can walk through it. And if you're really interested, please talk to me later in a personal chat. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your time and attending today, and patiently you have listened. And if still you have any question to talk to me, please reach out to me over the WhatsApp and call me directly, because it's a no in between interact other people, because I am the only handling. Yeah, someone is WN load. Sorry, I'm not able to get your name. Go ahead. I have unmuted you.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Please tell me your name,
Yeah,
please.
sir. Yeah, sir. My name is Syed.
Sayed. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
actually I did not write the name when I was
No worries, no worries,
add,
no worries. Yeah, go ahead.
so next time I will add. So, sir, this session, can we get this link, recorded link of this
Yes,
one?
yes, yes. And one more benefit I'll tell you. Apart from this, as I told you, that is in profile updating, interview preparation. We
yeah.
will help you for that is in soft copy of study material, as well as each session record I will give you.
Okay.
Whoever attending the session means is who registered, and I will help you to give you a recorded session. Some people are not able to attend who registered, or some people not able to understood clearly. They can walk through later this
Okay.
session and they can understand themselves. And this is
Yeah.
lifetime. You can just upload, download it in your local system. Then you can watch through anytime.
Okay.
You will
Better.
get it, Sayed. You will get it for the record
Okay.
session. I will share the
Yeah.
link.
I
It should
have
be like,
your personal number also.
yeah,
I can chat.
yeah. So who is that? Go ahead, Andrew. I have unmuted. Yes, Sayed. Still you have any question?
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you.
Good, good. Yeah,
I will mute now.
yeah. Yeah, Andrew, go ahead. Go ahead, Nirushana. Unmuted.
If I complete this course, can I attend the MCSA examination?
Yes, because I will not recommend you to attend the MCSA exam because now Microsoft has already stopped supporting for the certification MCSA. Now it's going to be role based, which is cloud related. All, but you just for the job related, you can take it. I would recommend you.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. So I was telling you there is in one more in this. Okay, let me look into chat. Okay, good. Still, anybody has any question? Who raised their hand?
Yes.
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I just
Yeah, Andrew, go ahead.
yes, I just wanted to confirm on whether you are going to send the recorded sessions by email or you going to update on the WhatsApp.
No, what's going to happen? I'll tell you that is how I can share you. So I have a Google Drive here. You can see, I
Okay.
think everyone can see, right? This is, I will store in the Google Drive. You can see the previous batch Windows recorded, right?
Okay.
These are all course contents are there, January batch. And you will have that all
Okay.
the class 1, class 2, class 3. What I can do, either I can send it directly one link or I can do the every day after the class, the link, individual link. So you'll get uploaded or you can get downloaded in your local machine. Like that.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Good. But every day we will get it after completion of the class, you will get on that day session. On that day recorded session. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for today your time. And I hope you got some little information about server administrator part. Then if you're really interested, we will meet upcoming classes. And tomorrow I have one more classes for the free training session. Yeah, I'll share you the meeting detail later. We can meet tomorrow. Good to go? Yeah, guys, thank you so much once again. So let's wind up the today's session. Take care. Bye.